Welcome to our Greenfield online class. Dear student class 10, today I am discussing about the chapter 1, the political movement in East Bengal and the rise of nationalism. This is the revision class. So I actually emphasize the main topics which is important. At the midnight of 14 August 1947, the colonial rules of British Raj ended in India and gave birth to independent nation. First one is India and another is Pakistan. Pakistan was divided into two parts. Eastern part of Bengal was included in Pakistan as a province named East Pakistan, and other parts called West Pakistan. Look, underline it. Since the beginning, the administrative power of Pakistan had been vested in the rich section of the West Pakistan, which employed their power to control the language, literature, culture, economy, politics, as well as the social system of East Pakistan and created discrimination. The people of East Pakistan organized protest against the injustice and discrimination, started agitation and mass movement. And underlining, the language movement took place to defend the mother tongue Bangla. So at first we read section 1.1, the role of the language movement for flourishing the Bengali nationalism, background of the language movement. The debate arose before the creation of Pakistan. The debate arose on the issue of its official language, as Muhammad Ali Jinnah proposed Urdu as the official language of the Muslim League in 1937. Shere Bangla A.K. Fazlul Haq, a veteran leader of Bengal, protested against it. At first, who protested? Shere Bangla A.K. Fazlul Haq. When the establishment of Pakistan became absolutely certain in 1947, the debate again arose. On 17 May, very important, 1947, Chaudhry Khaliquzzaman in July and Dr. Ziauddin Ahmed, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Aligarh, proposed Urdu as the state language of Pakistan. Who protested? Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah of the University of Dhaka. Shahidullah, an eminent linguist of East Bengal, Professor Dr. Muhammad Enamul Haq of the University of Dhaka, and some other intellectual protest against the proposal. Look, a cultural organization called Tamaddun Majlis was formed at the University of Dhaka, headed by Professor Abul Qasim in September 2, 1947. In a meeting of the young worker of the organization on 6 to 7. People for walk of life raised their voice to declare Bangla as the state language of Pakistan. In a state article were published focusing on the demand, and in December, Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad was formed. Processing were brought out and meetings were held at different institutions, including Dhaka University and the Secretariat. The Pakistan government imposed Section 144. Here is a question: what is 144? And banned meeting and rallies. Underlined. Dhirendranath Dotto, a member of Pakistan Assembly, the Gana Parishad, demanded Bangla along with Urdu and English as the medium of proceeding in the Assembly on 23 February 1948. As his demand was rejected, there was a call for strike in Dhaka on 26 to 26 and 29 February, Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad was formed on reformed 2nd March at the University of Dhaka. And 11 March was declared a call for Bangla Language Day. Look, founded on 4 January 1948, the East Pakistan Muslim Chhatra League played a significant role. And protesters 69 were arrested. Look, having no other way out, Khaja Nazimuddin, the Chief Minister of Pakistan, signed an 8-point agreement with the Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad. At first point, I read, all detainees in connection with the language movement would unconditionally be released. And other points you read it your house. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Governor General of Pakistan, came to Dhaka on 19 March 1948. 2 times he came to Dhaka. He declared in public meeting arranged at the racecourse, now Sarardi, and 20 March, Urdu shall be the state language. When he repeated the declaration March 24 at the convocation of the University Dhaka, the student had burst into protest and opposed his declaration, saying no. They also spontaneously protested against the declaration made by Jinnah in the racecourse ground. So agitation is going on. Look, Khaja Nazimuddin, the new Prime Minister of Pakistan, followed the footsteps of his predecessor Jinnah and announced 26 January 1952 Urdu as the state language of Pakistan. In protests against it, students observed strike on 30 January. Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad was newly recognized with Abdul Motin as its new convener. Movement continued and the political parties also joined it. Students observed an agitation on 4 February in Dhaka. Resolution was adopted for a general strike 21st February, which was to also be observed as State Language Day. Look, they declared their firm determination to continue the movement and demand was realized. And imprisoned Sheikh Mujib, while under the treatment, Dhaka Medical College gave to students and workers necessary instruction for observing 21st February program. After that, Sheikh Mujib and another co-detainee, Muhyiddin Ahmed, were transferred from where they shift from Dhaka Central Jail to Faridpur District Prison on the charge of providing leadership in the language movement. So the government imposed Section 144 since 21st February, underline it, and banned all meeting, rallies, procession for a 1 month. The leaders mobilizing the movement and decided to violate the Section 144. A meeting was held at Amtola under the mango tree in front of the emergency of Dhaka Medical College and University of Dhaka at 11 a.m. of 21st February. It was decided that they would bring out small procession in turn, comprising 10 persons in each. How many persons? 10. This procession approached from the Dhaka Medical College side by defying Section 144. At first, the police made some arrests and later hurled the tear gas and charged batons at the demonstrations. At one stage, as the police opened fire on the protesters, Abul Barakat, Jabbar, Rafiq Salam and others became martyrs and many others received bullet injury. A huge morning procession were brought out at Dhaka on 22nd February. Shafiur Rahman became a martyr due to the police assault. The mass people and the students together erected a Shahid Minar in front of Dhaka Medical College 21st February to make the martyrs' memory immortal. The Shahid Minar, the Shahid Minar erected first was inaugurated by the father of who was inaugurated the Shahid Minar, father of martyr Shafiur on 23 February, very important, underline it, but the police demolished Shahid Minar 24 February. Poet Mahabubur Alam write a poem on killing of 21st February, কাঁদতে আসিনি ফাঁসির দাবি নিয়ে এসেছি. Abul Kalam Azad wrote a poem titled Sritir Minar. Look, journalist Abdul Ghaffar Chaudhry composed the immortal song Amar Bhaiyer Rokte Rangano 21 February. Abdul Latif composed on Ora Amar Mukher Bhasha Kaira Nite Chai. Dr. Munir Chaudhry inside the prison wrote a drama Kobor, and Johir Rayhan wrote a novel Arek Falgun. And at last, Bangla was included the constitution as one of the state languages of Pakistan in 1956. Look, there is an important para, development of nationalism. Actually, the language movement, which was the primary step to develop the Bengali nationalism, united the Bengalis. First, the fascination for Pakistan faded away soon. The importance and interrelation between the language and culture become clear and unmistakable to them to build up their own national identity. They started realizing the significance of politics, economy, education, culture of their own to be recognized as a nation. The language-oriented unity made a solid foundation for nationalism, which subsequently played the key role in emerging Bangladesh as an independent country. Look, UNESCO's activities. 21st February has been observing as the Martyr Day since it is important for MCQ since 1953 throughout the country. And the UNESCO recognized 21st February the Martyr Day of Bangladesh as the International Mother Language Day on 17 November 1999. And there are more than 6,000 languages in the world. The role of political movement in development, the Bengali nationalism, although the Bengali were 56% the total population, read it your home. The formation of the Awami League, look, very important. The East Pakistan Awami League on 23 June 1949 in a conference at Rose Garden. Jukto Front election and government. Jukto Front, look, the Awami League decided to establish Jukto Front 14 November 1952 to defeat Muslim League in the forthcoming Pradeshik Porishad, Provincial Assembly actually. Election of East Pakistan, East Bengal. The Jukto Front was comprised of 4 parties: the Awami League, the Krishak Shramik Party, the Nizami Islami, and the Ganatantri Dal. The provincial election was held in March of 1954. The people considered the 21-point demands of the front the charter of their emancipation. The Jukto Front was got 223 seats out of 237, very important, constituencies in the Provincial Assembly of East Pakistan, and Muslim League begged only 9 seats. So you look, by rejecting the politics, the election again proved the source of all. And 21st demand, the first point was Bangla will be only one of the state languages of Pakistan. Look, Jukto Front government, A.K. Fazlul Haq, the leader of Krishak Shramik Party, one of the allies of the Jukto Front, took oath as the Chief Minister 3rd April. And Jukto Front government stayed lasted 56 days, because there is a reason. And they started conspiracy when they got when the United Front got the power. The Pakistan government started conspiracy. Ghulam Muhammad, the Governor General of Pakistan, dismissed the Jukta Front government 30 May 1954 on a flimsy pretext of the riot between Bengali and non-Bengali Adamji jute mills and cornfully. The martial law and the subsequent political event. Look, there is important things. President Iskandar Mirza declared martial law on 7th October 1958. It is important. Occupying power by Ayub Khan. Look. Actually, Ayub Khan a new system called basic democracy to linger the autocratic rule. In this system, a electoral panel will be formed with 80,000 elected members of the Union Council from both West and East. They will preserve the right of electing the president and member of both the central and provincial assembly. It was an indirect election process. He was elected the president of Pakistan, getting 80,000 votes of the Union Council members. The administrative power was centralized on West Pakistan, and the discrimination between the two parts became blatant. Discriminating attitude to the people of East Pakistan. Economic side, administrative side, defense side, and education. Read it more in your house. Anti-martial movement. Look, Indo-Pak War. Indo-Pak War broke out on 6 September 1956 and continued 70 days. Then East Pakistan was totally unprotected when the war was started. The government did not think of the safety of the people of this part. Though Pakistan was defeated in the war, the ruling quarter of West Pakistan continued their anti-Indian campaign. And this time they were describing the Song of Rabindranath as Hindu culture and complaining against the Song of Nazrul bearing influence of Hinduism, and tried to stop its practice. 6-point demand, very, very important things. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is a proponent of the 6-point program. The long movement against the 6-point government, discriminatory policy, and indifferent attitude to the people of East Pakistan took a deep and clear shape. 6-point. Look, Mujibur Rahman participated in a conference of the opposite leader, very, very important, on 5th to 6th February 1966 in Lahore. He started 6-point charter demand in a press conference. First point, I read the first point of the 6-point demand. In Pakistan, there will be a parliamentary form of government under federal system. The polling will be held under the very, very important this 6-point. Importance. Look, 6-point includes economic, political, martial, other rights of the people. Why this is called Charter of Humanity and Charter of Freedom. The Ayub regime termed it as the separatist movement. The demand reflect the national spirit of the Bengalis. Historical Agartala case. Look, this case ultimately ultimate goal of the politics of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of nation, was to achieve independence of Bangladesh. He believed that the freedom would not achieve without armed struggle. He gave consent to the revolutionary wings formed secretly to achieve independence of Bangladesh to go for armed struggle as per the plan. The revolutionary wing The revolutionary wing planned to attack all the cantonments, being divided into different groups on a specific date at night and in the commando style to snatch arms and ammunition from the Pakistani forces and hold them captive. So, with this plan in mind, Sheikh Mujibur had once visited Agartala, capital of Tripura, important for your MCQ. As the plan was disclosed before being materialized, the historical Agartala case was lost, and the ruling clique termed it as a conspiracy case. A charge was framed against a total of 35%, including political leaders. The hiring case started 19 June 1968. Historical Agartala case eventually encouraged the people to move for the independence. Mass uprising 1969. 1969, people of all work, it was termed in the history উনসত্তরের গণ অভ্যুত্থান, and all democratic parties, professionals, mass people spontaneously took part in the movement. Asaduzzaman Asad, a student, underlined it. A student of the University of Dhaka, Dr. Samsul Juha, a professor of University of Rajshahi, became the victim of brutal killing by the Pakistani Janta. People indiscriminate of professor took to the street everywhere in East Pakistan to protest against the autocrat, and in the end. And for this reason, Ayub Khan was forced to release Sheikh Mujibur Rahman unconditionally on 22nd February 1969. Look, the Agartala case was withdrawn. Chhatra Sangram Parishad gave a warm reception to Sheikh Mujib Racecourse, and 23 February he was awarded the title Bangabandhu, underline. Then the Daksu VP Tofail Ahmed moved the motion. Actually, the new political government of General Yahya was forced to declare the 17 election. Look, Yahya Khan succeeded him as next dictator. Finally, 7 December 1970, the general election was held on the first time in Pakistan, basis of 1 person, 1 vote. Awami League, the NAP, lot of parties joined it, and look, 3 crore 22 lakh out of 5 crore 64 voters belong to East Pakistan, and Awami League begged 167 seats out of 169 seats. And provincial assembly election 17 December, Awami League got 298 out of 300 seats. Landslide victory of the Awami League in the election was unprecedented. They got the verdict of the people in favor of 6 points. So you know, this first movement was language movement. Second, the achievement of Jukto Front or Jukto Front government, Jukto Front election, and third, 17 election. Actually, the people of East Pakistan stood firmly against dictatorship of West Pakistan. The significance of the election movement in emerging and independent Bangladesh in 1971 became clear. It also played a vital role to transform the spirit of nationalism and to the spirit of freedom. That's all. Thank you very much.